TIFU by finding inappropriate pics of my SIL on my brother's old phone. I didn't realize that it was possible to create a hidden folder until about a week ago, and up until this point I had never been bothered to try and figure out how to do it. But today I decided to try figure it out, as I've seen a lot of people talking about it and got curious. I wish I hadn't. For some added context, I'm 18 F, and I have an older brother 22 M, who was kind enough to give me his old phone as he decided to get the iPhone 14. I now have his old iPhone 13. Yes, I'm giving him money for it. Anyway, I spent ages trying to figure out how to find the hidden folder, and I'm honestly embarrassed at how long it took. I moved a random picture into it as I was unsure if it even existed without pictures in there. So eventually I find this folder and it's locked, so I try using Face ID to unlock it. Doesn't work. Instead I have to put in my password, which isn't a big deal, and I do so. What I was met with has traumatized me, and I'm gonna need therapy or something. I won't go into detail about what was in there. And honestly I don't fully know, as I've never swiped off of something so quickly in my life. My brother did a full reset on the phone before he gave it to me, so I don't understand why the contents of the folder weren't also wiped along with everything else. I'm disappointed in what is very clearly an oversight on Apple's part, and I hope they realize this is an issue before any other younger siblings are traumatized too. TLD, or it doesn't delete the hidden folder when you reset your phone. Do it manually or risk traumatizing your old phone's new owner. Edit. Didn't think my wording would be criticized so much, lol. I wrote this as if it were something I was sending to my friends, and so certain things are exaggerated, such as me being traumatized and needing therapy. I thought that was funny, but apparently it stigmatizes sex. This is Reddit. Calm down. I understand people have sex. I'm not surprised. They're married. I would just prefer not to watch. If that's weird to you, then you're weird to me. Anyone suggesting I was actively seeking out nude pictures of my family, you're even weirder. Also, I love my SIL, and this doesn't change that. Again, I was joking. Edit 2. From my understanding, you have to go to settings to make the hidden folder visible under utilities for it to be there, which I did before I even went into the Photos app. So because of that, I was under the impression that that was me creating the folder, or at least making it visible under utilities and therefore usable. I also moved a picture into the folder before opening it, or even finding it. Again, this was me attempting to create the folder, as before that point I could not find it. None of this was an excuse to snoop. The phone had been fully reset, so how anyone could come to that conclusion anyway is their own fault. In my mind, I had created the hidden folder before going onto the photo app, as I turned it on in settings. I'm talking about the hidden album in the photo app, not some random folder on the phone. Even then, my immediate thought would not be that my brother stored nudes in there, because again, the phone had been reset to its factory settings. You probably mean the hidden album in Photos. If Photos is logged into your brother's iCloud and he had syncing on, the pictures would automatically re-download from iCloud. Did you, or he, perchance log into iCloud using his Apple ID using that phone after it was reset? 10-year-old me used his uncle's laptop and stumbled across full frontal nudes of his auntie. Those images are still burned into his mind 19 years later. That's not possible. If a reset is done correctly, the images should be gone. NGL, I was scared SIL meant son-in-law in this situation. Glad I was wrong, lol. OMFG, I was reading this as son-in-law, not sister-in-law. Exclamation mark. I was very concerned. Shit happens. And some people take pictures of it happening for sexual gratification. It really baffles me beyond belief as to how so many people are misreading and misunderstanding this post. It's very simple. It's explained well enough in the original, let alone the edits and explanations in the comments. Not only that, but so many people getting so vexed and perplexed at this to leave hurtful comments and comments that make no sense to it, when it's literally a story that someone had happened to them and wanted to share with others. If you're getting annoyed or suggesting disgusting and weird stuff, just do the world a favor and knock your brain into shape, you daft idiots. We're all just people trying to make ourselves happy in this world. If for your brother and his wife that includes taking explicit photos and leaving them on a phone for you to find later, who are we to judge them? Tears of joy. How embarrassing for you. And for your SIL. I'm sure she would be mortified if she knew. By the way, people on Reddit can be so silly and take things literally. Saying you're traumatized to me in this context is apparent you're exaggerating for comedic effect, like if you were to walk in your parents having sex and say you're blind. People need to chill. I suppose the wording has irritated a few people, but I can guess why this was a bit icky to see. Sure, it happens, but we can just try to move on or dose our eyes in bleach. Right? There's different types of resets. He probably didn't choose erase all content and settings. The first option to reset won't do it. OMG. Relax everyone. You have every right to your reaction and your feelings. I would be shook if I saw any of my brother's wives in a picture clearly not meant for my eyes. For many reasons. Delete the pics and the memory thereof. Maybe release a cleansing, guttural, uuggghhh, followed by a shudder. Then let it go. So sorry you have to wrestle with that. Delete and get over it. You are a product of two people doing similar things, and you will eventually do similar things. Probably the hidden folder was stored and shared from the cloud, which is why they were not deleted from the hard drive. This is not a TIFU, this is our ingenious hackers. How you are getting downvoted makes no sense. I wish your eyeballs a full recovery. Anyone who didn't assume those edits already, idiots, who clearly do not understand the potential risks plus someone's right for their nudes to only ever been sent by the person they sent them to, if not even just for themselves. Don't DM her trying to buy them either, or joke about because it just a lame, cheap joke that hurts other people more than you get. The numbers on sexual or BS 1 to 2 women I know have been nudes have opened a whole new world of it too. Ignore everyone on Reddit. I upset some people by saying maple syrup wasn't healthy to eat. Reddit folk are really easy to upset. It's almost like they get off on deliberately getting the wrong end of the stick and acting all high and mighty. So your brother's wife sent spicy pics to your brother, who she is married to. What does that have to do with pristine impression? Married people do married people stuff. I get exactly how you meant it to be read, haha. If my friends were telling me this story, it would be 4x as dramatic. Hope you recovered from this life-changing ordeal. Tears of joy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.